Welcome to Miss Wallen's Secret Dojo for Math Ninjas. Okay? These problem solving steps are going to help you, math ninjas, solve every single problem that is put in front of you. As long as you do these steps and try your very best, you're definitely going to grow. Okay? Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is the first step? Well, anytime I get a word problem, or like Miss Wallen likes to call them, story problems, I need to visualize the problem just like if I'm reading a story. Every single story has characters, who the story is about, it has a setting where the story takes place, it has a problem or some type of conflict, and as mathematicians in these story problems, we have to solve these problems. So it's very important that we visualize and create a movie in our minds. After we visualize the problem, I need to figure out what we're trying to solve and I need to rewrite it as a statement. That way, when I get to the end, I can plug back my answer to see if it makes sense. As I read my story problem, I want to jot down important information. I do the same thing when I'm reading books. I don't want to jot down every single word, every single sentence, because that would take too long. I want to jot down important information, not just that interesting information. After I've jotted down that important information, I'm going to want to draw a mathematical picture. When I draw these mathematical pictures, my favorite saying, when in doubt, draw it out. It's always super important to draw out what you're visualizing because when I'm drawing out that picture, it's going to help me to determine, am I going to be adding? Am I going to be subtracting? Do I have groups of something where I'm going to be multiplying? Am I splitting a total into different groups where I'm going to be dividing? When I draw that picture, it helps me to determine my equation or possibly even my equations. Because now that you're in fourth grade, you have to do two-step problems. After I've determined my equation or equations, I'm going to need to solve my problem. I need to figure out my plan is to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and use those steps that you've been taught. After I've solved my problem, then I want to go back and I want to plug in my answer, that statement we read at the beginning. As I'm rereading that statement, I'm asking myself, does this answer make sense? Is this a reasonable and logical answer? If you can solve each one of these problem solving steps, I guarantee you're going to grow as mathematicians.